So welcome back to the largest event on the Age of Empires Deathmatch calendar in all the games. We're in Age of Empires 2 in the Deathmatch World Cup 5. We've got Daywalker on the mines up against TekySam on his Franks. So mines opening with a halb to defend first, and then with some spam of lots of infantry. So a lot of Eagle Warriors going to be on the way for Daywalker here. Very experienced DM player, part of the Suno clan. Well, he's going to be able to snipe a villager of TekySam's early on here. TekySam on the Frank, so he's going to have access to these paladins. We're seeing a slight village lead here for Daywalker and a slight military lead, and he's quick on the harass with the Eagle Warrior spam. TekySam's going to even have to bring back some of his paladins, as well as try and do the best he can to try and slow Suno Daywalker down from here. Oh, TekySam going to lose another couple of villagers for his troubles. He's brought in that villager. Quite smart to do so. Daywalker going to have to go at TekySam's vills, but it's going to have a hard time doing so. He's already transitioning to the castles as well to help defend. And Daywalker will drop a vill or two here, trying to get 4 castles in total. He's still up 10-6 in the vill count, so he's preparing himself early on. A bit more smoothly than TekySam right now. He's also lagging a little bit in terms of the military, but the stables units do take a little bit longer to train than the infantry, and the Eagle Warriors are slightly slower than them, while the halbs are a good bit slower than them. But halb, the paladin in particular, is a really nice trade for Daywalker. While TekySam rallying units together like that, as the paladin's moving at halberdier speed. So transition now to the plumed archers. For Daywalker, they'll be able to help assist at range, while the halbs take a nice cost-effective trade. And the more halbs TekySam adds in to try and tank, the quicker the plumed archers tear through the front line. It's a tough comp for TekySam. He needs to try and split some units up, continue to harass around the edges of Daywalker's base, even though he's made it hard with the castles and he's keeping everything nice and compact for now. He's going to have to expand outwards as we go on in the game. TekySam leading a lot of paladins right now, while he buys himself the breathing room to get his own triple castle start and add some town centres. Got more villagers being picked off. More halbs being picked off here. A little run by, not so successful for Daywalker, and he would run into castles anyway, but still, the paladins don't trade all that great into the Eagle Warriors, I don't think. Or more Eagle Warriors patrolling this relic to deny it from TekySam. So we've already got a relic under control here by Daywalker, and he's going to start trying to grab some more if he can. He's going to grab a second, go for a third with another monk. In addition of an Onega here, this will be really powerful for TekySam. It really hurts the halb mass of Daywalkers, who's not even going for a market at the moment. Neither player's gone for a market early on here, so they're both sort of having to add a little bit of trash, but now the Franks player is adding some throwing axemen to also be able to really slow down the infantry. These guys are ranged infantry, quite strong against all other infantry units. That range ball able to really thin out the paladin count while it goes to try and harass these units of Daywalkers. Daywalker up to 36 vills to TekySam's 12 at 13 at the moment, so I think TekySam might have been briefly housed there, had forgotten to train vills for a little bit. A little bit slower on getting that 3rd town centre and 4th town centre out. So Daywalker now transitioning to his Trebs. He's going to be able to tear down that forward workshop quite quickly, even though the plumed archers obviously don't do a great job against structures. Now they're going to engage the army of TekySam, who's take a lot of damage before he actually engages, and now the Halb's going to make it really unattractive for him to stick around. No active raid here for TekySam, so starting to struggle. I think the well's running dry. He's run out of gold. Daywalker, has he even got a marker? No, but he's got some great gold gathering going on behind this, and he's got control of 3 of the relics now. Well, it's nice to see the Omegas added in here for TekySam. You're going to get a couple of nice shots, but not land everything they need to on those plumed archers. Some nice micro there from Daywalker, not looking to stick around. Ooh, but that's a nice shot there from TekySam. The Daywalker having a retreat briefly. He's going to have to come forward with his trebs a little bit, and he's going to have to add a bit more of a front line of his own once again, but he does still have a bit of a unit advantage here. TekySam struggling to keep up the pace. Ooh, the monk going to be able to get away with that relic, but not for long. TekySam's going to pick it off with what little paladins he still has left. It's a nice snipe for him. But as well, it's going to be tough for him to actually get a monk over there because he needs to clean up these Eagle Warriors. TekySam continuing to expand outwards now. He's bought himself the time and space with his map pressure. The fact that TekySam's struggling to keep up with his solid economy behind this. So 68 to 45 Vils. TekySam's not done a bad job of catching up with Vils now, but still his opponent has a bit of a lead on him, and a bit of an army-sized lead at the moment. Some nice splits there of the Eagle Warriors, and they are able to take an engagement on the Omegas. So he does snipe all of them, and now it's looking really rough for TekySam because he doesn't have the gold to replace them just yet, I don't think. Oh, he does, but only for a single wave of them. He's got a few more of them, but it's going to be tough both fielding them and paladins from here on out. And throwing axemen, all these units costing the gold. Doesn't have a lot of... He's bringing in the paladins, but I think he's a little bit late with these. He must have forgotten about streaming them in. They are rocking up to the fight a little bit late, and while they are going to get some great damage off on the plumed archers, there are Eagle Warriors still to clean them up. So Daywalker not super quick with creeping forward with his trebs at the moment, but just the fact that they're here makes it really hard to actually finish this castle. And they can even be used to focus down the units from this range, I suppose. Well, the villager overextending there, not able to get the castle down. So it hasn't actually started yet. So Daywalker's unaware that it's even going to go down. Nice split there, only losing a handful of the plumed archers, and he does get one of the Omegas for his troubles. So the Omegas again, all going to fall for minimal infantry losses here. This has been a great engagement for Daywalker yet again, but he is just a little bit careful to not overextend with the plumed archers and get under the castle range. He does already outrange the throwing axemen regardless, so he's just going to take a nice trade here, just on the edge of the castle radius. And now the trebs can creep forward and start their work on the castles. It's been a really rough one for TekySam because he's just been struggling to get on the gold he needs all game, and that's like one of those forward gold mines for him is really tough because he needs to make sure he can defend it, because eventually all this side gold will run out. He's really starting to run low on the gold he's got in his base. Up to 89 Vils to Daywalker's 74 now, so TekySam's actually taking the lead in terms of eco, but behind this, Daywalker doesn't really need to get a huge amount of eco. He just needs to maintain this army, and the castle being prevented from going up now. Forward castle from Daywalker making things really uncomfortable for TekySam, and he's managed to interrupt a castle over here from going up, so he can even throw up another one over here, get the stone and the gold off his opponent. His paladins probably could get on that treb right now and then just get out, but TekySam not wanting to risk it. He really should just clean up that treb. He's going to now, but Not before it denies the castle again. It's been really rough for TekySam. Daywalker. It's just punishing him everywhere on the front side of his base. He's streaming in onto his food. All of his farmers under threat now. TekySam was at 95 vils, now he's dropping rapidly under Daywalker with all this pressure. Another forward castle from Daywalker, so TekySam gonna have to look at trying to take an opportunity, and he does force Daywalker to have to garrison, and he is gonna side build some castles and barracks and siege workshops there. But not before Daywalker starts being able to pinch all this gold from his side of the map. This is a nice paladin push, but TekySam desperately needs to get some form of siege out, getting some capped rams and some halbs to back this up. Daywalker going to be able to take down castles in response now. Really, he's cleaned up the eco of TekySam at the moment. He's down to 67 vils. Ooh, Daywalker's down to 63. This has been quite a solid raid here from TekySam, but I think Daywalker is a little bit more in the bank. He's been a little bit hesitant to over-eco. Got plenty of army, but these gold gatherers are under threat. So it's been a great push here for Daywalker. TekySam. Now most of the paladins have been cleaned up, but he does still have those capped rams, but he's taken too long to come in with them. He probably should have taken out the town center immediately and then backed out. Because now the TC is going to get repaired. TekySam's going to have to GG out of game number 1, guys.